An arena, a murder, and a gambling addict. It is just another day here in Wartales. We are slugging through the main questline for the brand new Gosenberg or Grinmeer province we're picking up at the end of last episode, trying to find the son of the murdered broker who we are on contract to be able to investigate the murder of. He has been waylaid by bandits, is our current belief. And after our investigation of the bandit hideout around the Gosenberg University, we have another bandit lair that has been set up next to Brennan's arena, and we'll certainly be checking out the arena as we pass on by. I've not yet been to this part of the city. Can we jog along the waterfront here? Yes, we can. It looks like Fozzie and Wolfie are tripping off into the canal, but apparently that is fine. We keep on going along the waterfront here. I'm very curious what this location in the middle is. It appears to be some kind of church or religious establishment, but they're already setting up a cathedral. I'm not sure what is going on. If you guys have any secrets to share with me that you have discovered here, I would love to hear them to be able to add them to the video Let's Play. Church of the Saving Eye. Well, maybe there's somebody here that we can question about the murder as well. Okay, I've found out before Cheat Vision had been, the key binding had been lost as of part of the update, so I had not locked ornate key to be able to get down there. Interesting. One of the craziest things about Wartales is that they only use 2 types of keys, and these keys fit all the locks. So if you get an ornate key from another region, you can come here and open this door. It's just an fascinating web of different opportunities. There's cider over here, and then the symbol, ornate key, an eye necklace, salt. I would like to take the salt, but I also really hate running around the city if locked, use lockpick. I really hate running around the city if the sheriffs are after me because they're thick as thieves around Gosenberg. I love the point that if you crack the lock, then it's not stealing to take items out of this. So we get an anatomy manual, just a trinket, worth 6 gold. Okay. I've tried to remember why would I ever want to take this, and some cloth. Sure, we will loot that. Make a mental note, come back with an ornate key, and now we can speak to everybody. So we have Bernna here. The high be praised for ending our suffering and killing broker Hovendorp. I will question you. The People's Fellowship. I never heard of it. I have to go. Ooh. You have gained information. And what information is this? I don't see the progress advancing. Maybe now she goes to another location and I have to find her again? Is that what is happening? Obviously, Bernna is a member of the People's Fellowship. Okay, let's talk to the abbot. You've come to worship at the light of the eye. I will sing with you so long as you choose the prayer your heart calls for. Okay, let's sing Oh Eleanor. We have the... Oh, I thought we were going to do the Bard minigame. You weren't going to do the Bard minigame? You were just going to... And now we can do the other one? Yeah. Okay. What good is creating the Bard minigame if you're not going to actually be able to sing with the priest? My immersion is wrecked. People can't find work here. The outskirts of the city are plagued by poverty. For such a prosperous city, that strikes me as surprising. Don't expect me to say a prayer for broker Hovendorp's soul. She never lifted a finger, be it for the poor folk or for our church. So the church is against her as well. Alright, well, we did not actually learn anything. Well, the Bernna line might be the most interesting bit there. Okay, we have the arena here, and then we have our battle. This little sewer grate will take us to a combat with the bandits if it is symmetrical with the previous encounter that we had. Let's do it before we go to the arena, I suppose. And see what we're able to find. Take me down. Who goes there? What are you doing here? And slaughter newer. Level 8, swordsmen, brutes, archers. Hey, if there's any of you guys with larger parties out there, let me know if you guys have any tips or tricks for managing the quote-unquote deployment phase, get your guys organized before a big battle, and also how the maps are generating for you here in the city. It's been kind of a nightmare because you end up with things like this. This archer is fractured off from the rest of the group, and I've had pockets off appearing on part of the map that I didn't realize at the beginning. We watch Eowyn just absolutely slaughter this guy. I apologize for the choppiness. It's just been part of the update. It used to run very smooth on my PC, but we bear with it. And then I'm actually going to go ahead and taunt the brute here to be able to get the engage, and then I'm going to choose to disengage to be able to get our riposte off, almost killing him. Do I want to reposition Eowyn? Honestly, yes. We're going to run her over to be able to engage with one of these other characters soon. And who is next? We have this brute. Not if Jab has anything to say about it. Jab, be my spear wall. I'm going to take this poke up against the enemy captain, Newer. Newer, are you, I don't believe that you're lending any bonus to the rest of your colleagues. Seems like you're getting kind of laying down on the job there, Bandit Captain. And we'll put up the spear wall to be able to stop this. Just immediately killed. And now this archer. Do I have anybody with that kind of movement range? Oh, no. I actually might. Odo could probably run in and then be able to do a relentless charge and get engaged with the archer, but I'm not concerned too much about how much damage it's going to be able to put out. I am more concerned about optimizing my damage here. So let's slink along here, and I'm looking at a line. Okay, we can hurt up to 3. I don't think there's a pixel perfect way to be able to damage 4 in this place, but we'll get to 3 because that's insane. And then get the kill here. Oh, I probably could have made it Odo all the way down here because after he breaks an opponent's armor, he's able to gain inspiration, which refreshes and doubles his movement. Odo is a machine. Honestly, these guys are barely putting up a fight. So I think that we're going to be able to just roll over this one pretty easily. We're already galvanized. Have a couple bandits. Some of them are already critically injured. Loki, you should be able to score a kill here. Anything that's a kill to dishearten them even more. Oh, I don't know how much more it's actually going to take to be able to get the retreat. Now right between the eyes. Crit. Ah, the crit would have been the kill. One shot, one kill. The opposing archer. Yeah, these guys are going to drop so fast. All right. Jab's armor is damaged, but that seems to be the only casualty. If the only casualty is one of our leader's armor sets, I am fine with that. Black Friday might even be able to get a kill here with the trample, which that's quite the rarity. Yep. The bandit captain trampled by the mercenaries' war pony. What? So there's got to be a song for the ages. Peppa? Sure, engage. Peppa's able to have the self-healing factor, so if she takes the damage, yeah, she should be durable enough to be able to handle it. There we are. Things have been resolved as we like. We don't even get any loot out of these guys. Okay, we'll make our repairs and then speak with Guigurth, the lone survivor. That's not even the name of the leader. What do you want from us? We're not even wanted by the gods. The Hovendorp son? Why are you looking for him? Does he owe you money too? We don't have him. We don't know where he is. The night we saw him enter the brothel, we waited all night for him to come out. But when we went in the next morning, he wasn't there. I don't know how he did it, but he disappeared. The trail grows cold. Inspect the barrel. Here's the crazy thing. It's stealing to take the loot from the bandits that we just slaughtered. What is going on? Ah, Melvina Aldhovendorp. So she's appeared just outside the door. Well, well, mercenaries, I hear you're having a grand old time. I'm not paying you to visit brothels. I demand to know where my brother is. Son of a crockswine. That's your mom who was murdered. Don't speak ill of the dead. First the juggler, then the brothel, and now debts by St. Eleanor. Please tell me this isn't true. Fine, in this case, take your reward. No point spending another crown if all he does is sully my family's good name. I hope for his sake the bandits get him before I do. Let's question her. To think I suspected him of being involved with my mother's murder. With so much debt, he couldn't even get slaves to work for him. And we were able to take our initial rewards. Do we have a teeing off point? Not necessarily. Though the Church of the Saving Eye and investigating that strange character who dashed off and the People's Fellowship could be our next lead. But I want to be able to go over to Brennan's arena here. Oh, to the arena. So I know that there is a brand new support here rather than just the typical arena combat. It looks like this whole place is under construction. What is going on? Okay, let's talk to Fighter Hansaka. Now the other arena is closed down for mourning. Even when times were hard, I stood by Broker Grodrick Bernna. I'm passionate about fighting. Money was never the point. We've lost many fighters over the last few months as Broker Grodrick Bernna had to cut back on prize money. But I knew that he'd find a solution eventually. He'd do anything for this arena. Alright, what is the solution? You want to take part? Blessed be Saint Elor. Our best fighters have joined our competitors, and our current champions have already lost 3 times against the Hovendorp champion. If this goes on, the stands will soon be empty. Oh. Is this one where we have to choose one or the other? This person seems to want something from you. Okay, so we will actually be able to advance the main quest if we fight on behalf of the broker. We're going to join the home team. Rewards, glory, prosperity. Now, I think that these are actually weapon names here, and they look incredible. I accept. All right, coming into battle for the arena, let us choose our team. I've got a full disclosure. I've had quite the humbling experience running through this, trying to figure out the unique rules of the arena. We got absolutely stomped by the champions last time, but I feel like it's going to be more interesting in the video as we go through and try this out again. So the special rules here are that enemy units become dying and immune to all damage when reaching 1 health. Allies win when all enemy units are dying. The thing is that you have to reach 0 health to be removed from the arena. So we can't pick off enemy units. We have to whittle them down together. And there's insane healing effects at play in the arena as well. So it becomes nightmarish very quickly. The early matches, don't let them lull you into a false sense of security. This is incredibly difficult. We have Eowyn, Jab, Snipe, and Axe as our initial team. Let's go ahead, register the team, and lock in, and then we'll talk about why we picked these companions. Axe is a very solid all-around brawler. He's tough. He does a lot of damage. It's all very strong. Jab is probably the most important with the spear wall, able to apply lockdown to the opposing units. And then we have Eowyn because she's both durable and dangerous. The enemy archers here are able to do bonus damage based on how far away they are from you when they attack you. And then the swordsmen just have a very large amount of damage. They get this parry. If you engage with them explicitly, then they're going to be able to outduel you. And then they have a knockback here on the spearman that also does fairly good damage. So, special rule is the dying. That's the only thing right now. We're in round 1. And our reward in terms of valor points is if we land critical hits with 2 different characters. I don't know if that's actually going to be possible. I hope it is. We shall see. We should probably send in Eowyn to mess with the archers here. Run her towards the back. Make the attacks up here against the archer. Break all of your guard. And then make the attack. Do I want to do the disengage shenanigans? You know what, sure. We disengage, we get the extra attack. You're very low on health now. I can run around the back here, and then I can taunt you to make sure that when you actually take an attack, all you have is a punch. This feels effective to me. We'll leave this dying archer, and he attacks his friend in the back. That's the best possible outcome that we could have had. But again, these early battles, they lulled me into a false sense of security in my initial runs at this. So here we go. Make the attack up against the opposing captain. Line up the spear wall to be able to lock him in place so he will do nothing. We take the punch. That's fine. We even get the counterattack for much more. Now it's time to bring the pain. Axe, you can close. Yeah, we have to send Axe in. Get you up here. Get the bloodshed flowing. Big attack, big attack. Rampage through. I'm just going to let it tick. Rather than spending the Valor point on Roth to get the bonus attack, I'm going to let the bloodshed do its work. So we pass. Spear wall does its job, holding him in place. The opponent has no turn. Now this enemy would like to go. We want to be able to probably run Snipe towards the center. Make the attack against this enemy. And then run Snipe back a little. I would have liked to end the turn next to somebody to be able to gain the additional Valor point, but it wasn't in the cards. New round. Like must be engaged in combat at the end of the round. Nobody healed, right? No, not yet. This opponent wants to go. Spear wall will nullify that. Eowyn, go for it. Yeah, don't spend the Valor point if you don't have to. Thank you. Pass. And this should lock it up. Round 1 in the books. Fantastic. All the enemies were dropped to 1, dying, so we were able to gain victory. Improve dexterity or pressure. All enemies start the battle with a vulnerability. That's so good, especially because we have a mostly strength-based team. The dexterity is not helping us nearly as much. New arena rules. At the end of each round, all units are healed up to the level of their ally with the highest remaining health. Oh, no. So again, this is solidifying needing to whittle them down together Otherwise, you don't make any progress. They'll just heal back to the healthy one. So if you focus fire, it's exactly specific rules to keep you from being able to focus fire, which I find very frustrating because it runs counterintuitive to everything else that I've learned in the game, effectively. We'll gain our Valor points here. Heal up or repair the armor in our downtime. I love the roguelike elements of how you spend your time in between battles, rolling battle to battle, choosing minor bonuses, adapting to special rules. The arena combat, if the devs could just give us a weekly new arena, oh, I would eat it up. Into battle once more and organizing our pieces here. So this is where we get this really sticky bit of, at the end of each round, all units are healed up to the level of their ally with the highest remaining health. Okay, so we have to do a juggling act of whittling people down together. Otherwise, all of our work is just undone. So let's move Snipe to the back, try and protect you a little bit. I definitely want Jab, locking Bartwigger. Hang on. Yeah, Bartwigger in place. And then we have Ermagoth must be engaged in combat at the end of the round to be able to gain our bonus Valor points. And as the archer, it just makes sense that we would like to engage them anyway. I feel like maybe this first round is all focused on spreading damage through the armor, and then the second round drops the health. It is such a twist to me to have to reorient myself around changing focus fire. Simply changing focus fire is incredibly difficult. So let's get in here and be able to... It's actually Eowyn with the extra damage off of disengaging that is best capable to kind of work her way through the back ranks. So let's get Eowyn up here. Let's run her up as efficiently as we can. And then we are going to go destabilizing strike and break the guard value. Disengage to be able to get the bonus attack. Their armor is all busted. Now I actually want to save. We're going to focus onto a new target. Coming up here. Make the attack. All right, Eowyn is doing yeoman's work. Disengage. Get the attack. That actually dropped them to 1. Yes. And now we taunt the final archer. Excellent. Excellent work. And do I disengage to get the bonus damage? Are you able... Okay, Axe will be able to close and engage at the end, so I will. Can we actually drop them in a single round? That would be exceptional. Okay, this opponent comes up, decides to apply bleeding to Jab. Strange, but I can understand it. Okay, we're still able to punch through here. Oh, but it's so tight. Yuck. Yuck, yuck. Well, we have the run. We have the run to be able to make it. Okay. We can make it, so we will make it. It's just a matter of how much I want to dump on the one opponent versus the other. And what's Battlecry giving me? We gain Brutality for 3 rounds, increasing damage by 30%. I mean, that is good. Let's burn through the Valor points, I mean. Let's do it. That gives us Brutality as well. It's excellent. Okay, run up. Slice and dice me. Cha-cha. Get the bloodshed going. That's going to really do a number on them. And then now I'm going to have to run. Yes. Run. Rampage. Cha-cha-cha. Snipe. Oh, snipe. What's your damage range? If you crit, I could get through this. Well, actually... No. I get to set up the attack of opportunity as well. Yep. Okay, so we're going for a single round to close them out. I think it's actually possible. I did not initially, but now I do. Okay. You want to be able to take your turn, and you want to be able to go next. That means that I need Snipe to act now. And I need to be in a position where I could try and get the barrage to cover both. I mean, barrage is very large. Gosh. It is so tight. Can I stand here without being knocked back by the trap? I can. Narcissus shot. Barrage. Oh, the pixels are perfect. Pass. Take the shot. Drops them to 1. They're dying. They do the AoE. They broke all the armor and the damage on Axe. Guys, this battle is insane. Make the attack. If you have any tips on how to be able to win this arena, leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear how I have messed this one up. Now we do Spear Wall. Unlike the trait Hemophiliac, I feel like that's a negative. But there we get the win. Yes, okay. It was starting the new round. I was very worried. All right, here we go. The death of an enemy generates 1 Valor point, but none of the enemies are dying, so this is absolutely dead. Improved strength is quite nice because we have 3 of our strength-based companions here. Let's confirm. Failing a requirement from the crowd heals 20% of their maximum health to all enemy units, so we really have to be watching these crowd requirements. Get Awen's armor back. Axe, repair your... No, this is Jab. Repair your armor. Snipe, thankfully untouched, able to regenerate some of our Valor points, and then Axe, yeah, he's the sticky one. Okay, here we go. Oh, take me in again. This is grueling. The healing is so hard to be able to manage. Okay, Aowen must not take any damage, like that's ever gonna happen. But then they heal 20%. They heal 20% if Aowen doesn't take it, takes damage. Will it happen immediately? It will be at the end of the round. But as soon as they all drop to dying, we still win. If we can do it in 1 round, it's worth it. Honestly, if they just heal 20%, but we've whittled them down extremely low, it's probably okay. I think it's better that Aowen dishes the damage rather than kind of couches the round and hangs back, but that's a rough one. But you gotta roll with the punches. Okay. Spear, archer, swordsman. And who's going first on their side? Rembert. Isn't that a famous painter? Oh, I'm thinking of Rembrandt. Let's go ahead and go Galvanize to be able to gain 1 Valor point. Let us run up to this position. Take the Horus Strike. Oh, huge damage. First aid me? It'll be 5% health. It's not a lot. It doesn't heal anymore. Heals ally for 10% of their max health. Bug. 10% of max health, excuse me. Guys. It's early access. Just trying to stay calm. Not get too furious. This guy dropped to 1. Very strong. Very good for us. Now to whittle down the other fools. How concerned am I that the archer will take their turn here? I would like that archer to be engaged. I suppose by Axe. Axe is as good as anybody here. Zoom me in, take me up, spin me round. You spin my head right round. Major attack. Major damage here. Kind of dancing in between them or sliding on the back. Let's slide around the back, I suppose. Just to make it harder for the spearmen with the AoE to be able to get in and mess stuff up. That's the goal. Okay. 2 of them dropped down very low, but now I only have Aowen and Snipe to be able to drop the other 2. I don't know if it's enough. Not sure if it is actually enough. And Battle Cry I didn't get to apply. I should have applied that before moving them. That's on me. I can't use Wrath. Axe is done. The archer hits him for 11, takes 108 back. And this spearman wants to take their turn. That probably means that I need to activate Snipe here. Come up the center. Something like this. Make your attack. I think Aowen can actually deal with this last guy, so... Aowen should be able to 100 to 0 the last guy. That's all I ask. Oh, the knockback. The knockback is insane. It's exactly... Wait. Is Aowen too far? Oh, if Aowen is too... No! Look at this. 1 pixel. Oh, it makes me so mad. I don't know, because I could sit back and then I fulfill the crowd's requirement if Aowen doesn't take damage. But it's not like it matters that they heal, because they're all going to heal to full anyway, because this guy has full health. So they all get the 96 back. Or is it percentage based? They heal up to the level of their ally with the highest remaining health. I guess we'll find out now if that's percentage based or if it is the raw number. I can't believe it, 1 pixel. What a masterful play on the part of the AI, so I'm sure it's accidental. The 3 Valor points. I don't know if it matters. How far can you walk? You can't get me? Alright. Eowyn just takes like a step up. I double check. There you go, 1 pixel out of range. Pause me. And I take the 64 damage and then they all heal. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 72, yep. Okay, so they heal to the number. To the number. We should be able to take care of things now, I feel. But what is the best way to do so? Perhaps with jab? Canceling and then running across here? To be able to apply the spear wall? I like the sound of that. 72 damage. We'll just go Horus Strike here to apply the damage. Get the mark that can generate extra Valor points. Spear wall me. Pass. He's going to try and go. Should get stabbed. There we are. Now Axe does great with the AoE. Maybe they're going to be able to drop these opponents down. Unfortunately, I only have 1 round here to do it. Oh, it's so punishing. Yeah. Slice and dice me. And then step up. Which opponent am I most concerned about? It would have to be you, actually. So let's move. Rampage. If we engage, we only get punched back. Yeah, I only want to get the punch. Even though I could have done a run and then a wrath and a couple other combos, I feel like this is most appropriate. Okay, now it's all on Snipe. Snipe, you make the shot. This will gain Valor points. Then Snipe, you run up here. You apply your barrage. And you're done. The opponent moves, they take the shot. And the spear wall. And that should end things. There, okay. We made it through. We made it through. Oh my goodness. Crazed Crowd to be able to gain additional Valor points from fulfilling the crowd criteria. No. We'll take the critical damage. I don't love either of those options, honestly. And we're going into the champion round. Okay. Honestly, we did okay there. We did do okay. Let's get the armor back on Axe. Valor points out of Snipe, of course. Eowyn, I don't care about the 8 health, just to get the Valor points. We're almost at full. Then Jab, you please heal yourself. I mean, it's not a lot, but I need everything possible. Any additional rules? No additional rules, at least not yet. Fight me. Take on the champion. Oh, here we go. Okay, these guys are insane. I say these guys because it is a pair of brothers. We have Kogo and Toro. So, we've got the 2-handed swordsman here. He's got a AoE attack. And then we have the 1-handed swordsman here who just has to be in direct combat. But this guy is able to apply for glory. They get bonus damage if they're fighting within that area. If they're close to each other, they do bonus damage. And then when they attack somebody, they mark that person. So they do bonus damage to them, but that person then does bonus damage to their brother. It's a weird little interaction, but these two brothers have that kind of interplay. They're incredibly durable. The exact same stats on both of them. 791 armor. With a 30% guard and then 486 health. And remember that they will heal to the health of the healthiest brother. So there's no chance of focusing them down. We have to fight them both simultaneously, which is absolutely a nightmare because they do enough damage to be able to just KO us. In a couple of hits. Just a couple hits. So let's see how this goes. I am not looking forward to this one. The opponent here is going to go for glory. Creates a power zone. And then we've got the Valiant Assault, able to make their attack. And then we get Rushing Gale out of the other brother. We might get one more attack out of Toro, I'm not sure. He might only get 2 attacks, but then this guy does 2 of his AoE, so we probably want Jab to try and put an end to that. Jab must not take any damage. That's not happening. Yeah, it's definitely not happening. Oh no. The bloodshed might be our way forward. I'm sorry, I'm taking a long time. I'm thinking. I have to be able to plan this one out because it is nightmarish in terms of difficulty. Let's move up here. Take our nurse's shot. Anticipating that jab will be fighting over here. I'll take this one. We get rage. Set up the barrage for a little bit of bonus. And pass. They apply, they come up. That is the Surge of Pride. They do bonus damage in there. Now they make the attack. 90 damage! We're already axes on the brink. Okay. Let's slide back here. Horror Strike. Just working through the armor right now is going to be tough. Spear Wall to prevent any shenanigans. And pass. Okay, we get the Bow Strike and then the Spear Wall to lock him down. I love that the champions are oversized. It makes the combat that much more exciting. Eowyn, I feel like you have to draw them off of Axe here. Otherwise, we're in deep trouble. Usually want to go next, and then we do get one more Valiant Assault. Okay, let's actually go Axe first here. Apply the Slice and Dice to get as much damage over time going as possible. Did we not get the Bleeding to take over? It doesn't look like we did. Rampage. That's a lot of crits. It is a lot of crits. I probably should have done Battle Cry first. Could have gotten a little bit more damage out of it. I'm not going to spend it too much. And then I will just pass. This guy gets locked up again. There we go. So it looks like we're going to be juggling. There's the bleeding damage. Jab can hold one brother down, and then everybody else has to fight the other one. And that is not great odds, I am sure. Okay, destabilize first. That breaks your armor. Then I get the bonus damage from punishment because you have no guard value. It applies poison? How am I? Oh, I have poison vial. Look at that. Taunt me. And now you are weakened. Weakened. Oh God. Weakened is decreasing the damage by 50%. That's amazing, actually. That is very good. Hopefully between 49% guard, which is halving damage, and then weakening, which is halving damage again, Eowyn will be able to stand strong through this enemy's assault. They attack, yeah, only 47 damage. We can weather that storm. For a bit. Not forever, but for a bit. We made the crowd happy. Now I have to land a critical hit with 2 different units. I can do that. This brother wants to go again, but Axe is in the perfect spot. Do I want to galvanize the troops? It will give me 1 more valor point, so we'll take it. It's all resources. Smoke him if you got him. Horus Strike. His armor is so powerful. Thankfully, we have the bleeding that's at least giving us something. He keeps on trying to move. The rage is stacking up here, which is a big deal. Okay. Now this guy's going to go for glory, take his 2 attacks all at once, and then the other brother is going to go. Gotcha. Who do I want to hit? Probably focusing over here, though it does give the chance of hitting our friend. So in that case, I'd rather play it this like so. 106? Yeah, saying there's a chance. Tactical order. Maybe I do want tactical order here. I can... Yeah, we said smoke him if you got him. I meant it when I said it. Hit him, Eowyn. Do a little dance. It's beautiful. An extra crit as well. Come up with the barrage. Keep on wearing Kogo down. I think we found our solution. Are you still weakened, though? We'll better double check right now. Marked, poisoned, destabilized. Yes, you are not weakened anymore. You have shaken off the weaken. You are actually protected, decreasing the damage that you are taking. So, we need to unload here. Start biting him. This is getting a lot of damage through. This is very good. Weaken. Weaken is the critical piece. There it is. Pass. They make their attacks. 53 damage. They gain protection. They attack again. 50 damage. The armor holds. Oh, the armor holds. Okay. I've been grinding at this a lot. If you got, I don't want to be melodramatic, but I've been grinding at this a lot. Okay. Now we have to work on this brother because this guy's just going to heal if we let him. Yeah, it's hard because he goes last. So I think I'm just coming up here to be able to apply bloodshed. very passive turn out of Axe, which is not usually the case out of him, but here we go. We get 65 bloodshed, beautiful amount of damage over time, and then hold tight. We've already applied the battle cry, correct? Yes, we have brutality for the next couple turns. We don't have to refresh that. We don't really have anything else to do, but now this brother's going to heal up to 430. Well, it's going to be a little less because bloodshed and bleeding is going to tick over right here. And actually a lot of damage is going to come in right now. Okay, there it is. They equalize health. Toro must take, yes, I agree, the home crowd wants to see Toro take damage. Jab. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Stab me, spear wall me. Yes! Down to 1. We have found our moment. Seize it, my men. Slice and dice. Close. Rampage. Axe, carry me. Witness me. It's not enough. 1 more. 67 damage. Come on. Hang in there. Hang in there. Strike. Well done, you won. The arena was packed for your last fight. I hadn't seen such a crowd in ages. Business is booming. You've more than earned your prize. Glory and prosperity. While we're at it, how would you feel about representing us in the arena clash against Hovendorp? The competition will start very soon with champions like yourselves. We finally have a chance. Oh, yes, you do. I will certainly represent you as long as you can maybe tell me a little bit about the recent murder in town. Broker Brenna is very attached to his arena. This arena used to be very popular with potential champions queuing at the door, but broker Gordik Al Brenna had some financial difficulties and the fighter's pay suffered. The broker was desperate. This arena is his family's pride and joy. All right. Broker Godric Al Brenna, my new champions! I had to congratulate you in person. Okay, excellent. So he has now joined the area. Does this fighter have anything new to say? Not really. Okay, let us speak to the broker. We have a new campaign hook. Never have I seen someone defeat my champions with such panache. What a show. The arena clash would be a unique opportunity for you to fight in front of a larger audience. And as luck would have it, I'm looking for someone strong enough to take part. You could represent us. Imagine that, taking part in the greatest show in Gosenberg, facing the fierce Hovendorp contenders, securing the title for Brennan's arena for the first time in 4 years. You'll think about it, won't you? Of course I will. Think meaning agree. This person seems to want something from you to be able to question them. All right, we are into the woven net of games to be able to find our way to gain more information. I knew it, I knew you'd had heart. I'll wait for your final answer outside Hovendorp's arena where the clash will take place. It seems that that is our path forward, but that is where we are going to end things for today's episode. Man, that arena crash, it was something. It was really something. I hope you guys have been enjoying the series. I have been absolutely loving playing through Gosenberg. Stay tuned for the next episodes. Until next time, thank you guys for watching and have a good one.